Be gone, you petty pelting tyrant. I am too busy doing nothing. Hi. My name is the Wandering Hobbit. That's not my name, but that's who I feel I am most of the time. Welcome to my show, My Quiet Time. I invite you, if you have a pipe, this is the time to pack your pipe and maybe make a mess of yourself as I do here. Good morning. It is 9 something or maybe 7 something. I don't really know. But it matters not, because it is a privilege to talk with you this morning. I consider all of you who now view my videos my friend, a great friend. This is my first video of an old channel I used to have. I'm going to start it up again. We are missing the Shire. Give me a moment while I light my pipe. And light it with me. Enjoy. A lot of people may say I light my pipe wrong, but it's about enjoying it. The experience is to enjoy it. If you enjoy it, it's not wrong. If you have to light it 10,000 times, that's okay. I heard someone once say, the result will happen, but the journey is the beauty in life. Beautiful morning upon the Shire today. I spent a lot of time this morning doing nothing. Topic of this video: if you've come upon this page and you feel like you can't come down, you can't relax, nothing's wrong with you. We live in a society now where something has to happen all the time, every day. For 300,000 years, human beings were able to have 6 to 7, however many hours. There was a study done of this tribe in Africa, and they were one of the only tribes left operating in a hunter-gatherer society. And they found that this tribe had about 7 hours or so a day, that they only worked about 4 hours a day, hunting and surviving. And with that time, look what humanity has done. Look what we have done with our boredom. Just pause. Just relax and be busy doing nothing. When the soul has gone through a great trial, our instinct is to figure it out. At least mine is. To say, you must calm. You must become. But you already are. You already are. You cannot give the sunrise more meaning than it already is. You cannot give the clouds that pass, that God gives another opportunity to see a new one, more meaning. The meaning is already there. Maybe it's different in other countries, but in a modern American society, I think many of us would relate and say that there always has to be something to give us meaning, or we are a waste. Our life is a waste. But doing does not give something meaning. A baby is not valued for what it provides. It just is valuable. You are just valuable. In all your mistakes and all your failures, if you deem them failures, I might not. You were beautiful and you were valuable. We grow up in a society where everyone's doing something. There's no time to do what human beings have been doing since the beginning, being extraordinarily bored. The soul needs rest. So when the soul goes on in trials and trauma and tribulations like you and I might understand, the best thing that we can possibly do for ourselves is have nothing to do. You don't need another task. You need to sit, lay down, and watch the clouds go by and wonder, golly, I need something to do. I need to be going. I'm extraordinarily bored, because that's when the mind is able to come to terms. That's when the heart and the soul can rest and work through those things. We're not giving any time to work through things. We are working through other things. But how beautiful your mind and your body and your heart is, it will work through them on its own. It will settle the accord of some things in our hearts. In an era, if you ever studied Lord of the Rings, you listen to the Shire, you know, the soundtrack. Maybe some of you have heard it, maybe most. The Lord of the Rings, the Hobbit. And Gandalf says, in the book and in the movies, he's singing a tune. And the tune goes, "The road goes ever on and on, down from the door where it began. How far away the road shall go, but I must follow if I can." The reason why we love the Shire and the soundtrack of the Shire and the idea of the Shire, if you don't know the Shire, I would very highly encourage you to check it out. It is a space, a town, a place where there are these tiny people, these hobbits, and they do nothing. As a matter of fact, they might be afraid to do something, but the idea is that we do nothing. And in The Lord of the Rings and in The Hobbit that Tolkien wrote, Bilbo Baggins, Frodo, they go out to do something. But in a society, this is nothing of the sort like the 1940s, of which 40s, 50s, which it was written. We are in 2026. The ever insistent trill of the iPhones keeps beckoning us back. We are beckoned by the hurry every single moment of our lives. Because humans are now saddled, and maybe have always been, with the burden of greatness of which we don't have to keep up with. The beauty of the Shire is to do nothing. Now, it's too hot to wear my cardigan. But if your soul is in trouble, think about this poem. I woke up at 6 a.m. and I am in a great struggle. I have a wife and a new baby on the way. And there's lots of things to worry about, lots of things to be thankful for. But I want to end this video, which is not put together. It is not prepared perfectly for you all. In an era of perfection, we yearn for the human imperfection. We are longing for something permanent. So if you've come across this video and if you've stayed till now, this is maybe you, longing for the pipe. The grand cup of never-ending tea that sits in your hand. The books of that's what poems are. They're beautiful imperfections. But I'll read this. But before I read this, take a moment. Negative capability is the idea through a metaphor. It's started by John Keats in the, I believe it's 1800s, correct me if I'm wrong. John Keats, the English poet. Negative capability is this. You don't get into the lake on a hot summer's day to immediately get out of the lake. You get in to luxuriate in the sensation of water. The lake isn't something to work out. It is something to experience and to be. Now I'll read the poem that I wrote this morning. I dance with my brothers as we fall from our fathers and mothers. I dance with my brothers as we fall from our fathers and mothers. I am graced by the wind on my face, O humid air, as my wings spread through the boundless plains. I am graced by the wind on my face, and O humid air, as my wings spread through the boundless plains. I bend and break through fertile soil to touch the rising summer sun. I bend and break through fertile soil to touch the rising summer sun. I glide on water's edge and listen to its silent song. I glide on water's edge and listen to its silent song. Yet my feet anchor to solid ground. Oh, a burden so heavy. Why was I not born one of these, where the wild things are? Oh, burden so heavy. Why was I not born one of these, where the wild things are? Put your mind to rest, O sluggard, and luxuriate in the sensation of nothing. Be a hobbit today, good sir. Until next time, my brothers and my sisters, my fellow Shiremen, be still.